Hello, so it's Tuesday, 2nd of Feb, and in today's writing lesson, you're going to be making a plan of your letter to get your ideas really organised and structured and start developing those ideas ready for your writing your letter tomorrow. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Here we go. Okay, so Tuesday, as we said, it's going to be doing your plan. We thought a really good warm-up exercise for you would be to just practice writing some sentences using modal verbs. So you remember, what are they? Shout them out at me. Hope you did. Should, would, and could. You go back to your list that you made yesterday about the key messages and the concerns, and see if you can use those ideas you've developed there to write some sentences using modal verbs. We've got some examples for you. You would be doing it for your children's safety. So hopefully that is a key message that you identified yesterday. There should be no reason to be concerned, as the children will have lots of fresh air and space to play and enjoy. So maybe you put as your second key reason about their health. So maybe the two messages you put were about safety and health. Bit of a tip there. So that's a little warm-up exercise. Get you familiar with, again, or re-familiarise yourself with modal verbs. When you've done that, we're going to get you to think about the planning stage. So hopefully you've read through all the work that you did yesterday and you've got it fresh in your mind what you need to do in terms of communicating the two key messages and then dealing with the doubt, the concerns that the families will have. So I would like you to take the first key message, and then I would like you to write that as your starting point for your plan. And I'd like you to expand on that. So develop that. What might the government actually say about their first key message? And then do exactly the same for the second key message. So just make a statement of what that key message is and then develop some ideas around that. So that's dealt with that. And then you need to look at the family's concerns. So in fact, I'm going to go to my outline plan here because it might be easier. This is just a structure. You don't have to keep this to what I've done here, but this just helps you to maybe see how you could break down this information then into paragraphs of grouping your information, and perhaps look at on the right here some suggested sentence starters to help you get going. So paragraph 1 will all be about dealing with the two key messages. Paragraph 2, we've suggested you might want to start showing some empathy and showing your concerns and showing that you understand and acknowledge that they will have worries about this. So you're just communicating, connecting to the readers. Paragraph 3, this is where you can start dealing with the doubts. So we're assuming one of the doubts is going to be that you're concerned about your children going off to host families which they're not familiar with. They're basically strangers. How would you as a government reassure them that that was going to be safe? You might talk about the fact that you've travelled around, looking at the countryside, meeting these citizens who are all there to support the war efforts and to support these children, and think about reassuring them through that. And then paragraph 4, you can look into specific things about other reasons about doubt. Maybe you can talk about the health and how there's space for them to play and enjoy. And although it's not a compulsory, as in they don't have to send them, they would strongly recommend it. So you can think about how you can use your reasoning to deal with their doubts. And then on the 5th paragraph, it would be sensible to actually have some instructions about what they needed to take when they were evacuated. And we've got a list later on in the PowerPoint. So we've included a word bank that might help you think about some sentences when you're writing your planning and incorporate some of those. We're putting there about they've secured some homes. It's all very uncertain times. Some of these phrases that you might want to incorporate. And then finally, we have included a list of belongings the evacuees need to take. So that is something you could include in your letter. You could put that in your planning phase, but also think about how you would communicate that maybe with a table, with bullet points, how that would be incorporated as part of your letter. Right, so that's all your planning that you need to have done ready to write.